Alright, how's it going everyone? My name is Theron, and welcome back to another Fire Emblem Heroes summoning session. God, I've won these a long time. But we're back with the start of this at Summer Longing. I have no idea what I was trying to say there. Either way, first of the two summer banners, like always, since June and July, and kind of the more predictable one, because I talked about this on a live stream, but yeah, we saw L'Arachel there. I more than expected Catherine to be here. Was not expecting a Shamir Catherine duo, however, but hey, I'll take it. Without further ado, let's get summoned. I'm also going to try something a little bit different here, just to kind of sort of speed things along a little bit, but we'll at least see how that goes. Firstly, my little breakdown units, which I am going to try shortening, just so I have more time to answer questions later on, and, you know, all that. Just kind of make things go a little bit more smoothly. But firstly, Summer Female Shez, which, yeah, we kind of saw that in Silhouette. Wasn't expecting to be surprised by her. Her weapon, though, kinda good. It's only just a small amount of effects with a built-in Canto, speed plus 5 to Shez herself, and then a dual-phase Brave and 20% true damage based off her speed. Like, it's just 4 effects, but that's still a really good weapon. Honestly, it's gonna make her a pretty annoying sword cav in the future. Especially since she comes with Swift Slice, since that is her PRF. Then she also has the low speed defense 4, which, I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect the lull skill to get tier 4 this soon, but this is still a good upgrade. If anything, I kinda need a couple copies of that. Just because I have a lot of units with lull speed defense 3, I kinda need this for those units, I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully I can just at least get one Shez. And next up we have, since Seth already showed up, he knows who's next on the list, Ephraim. Again, like I said, kind of predictable. We got his sister, Leon, and Shez last year, and at one point, yeah, we also had Innocent Tana, like, back in year 2, I think? Which was a long time ago. So yeah, it makes sense that Ephraim would have been here. Let's not kid ourselves. He's got the Seafoam Splitter, finally another Axle for him ever since Brave. Slaying effect, he gets Tempest, either even or odd, does not matter, it's just flat Tempest if there's little or no allies near him. He buffs foes' attack and defense, guard, and a 40% damage reduction on foes' first attack. So he's basically just a walking tank on a horse. Makes sense. And that horse can also move 4 spaces, but let's not worry right now. Just be glad it does not stack with Legendary Singer, because that would be oh so wasted. And then his PRF B skill, Sunlit Bangle, basically if there's nobody near him, he will debuff foes' attack and defense, and it's calculated by using a sort of flash effect. The more spaces he moves, the more they get debuffed. Pretty standard stuff. He also has he'll also get a Brave effect and a 7 HP healing after combat if he initiates. But the catch, and I'm glad they put this as a catch, if he initiates combat, foe can attack first. So if you played 3 houses and engage, it's basically the smash weapons. That's what that effect is. So if you know how to work with that, you can kind of work around this. We just got a Deirdre. Basically just emerged for me, but I still love that Resplendent art. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's basically Ephraim. And he's gonna be a bit of an annoying defense... He's gonna be a bit of an annoying cav unit. I see a Flora there, goddamn. Obviously, Ephraim's gonna have low res, but good luck punching a hole through his defense. That's all I'm gonna say. Only defense. Res is gonna be non-existent for him. That is a lot of blues. Good God. Anyway, colorless. Kind of wasn't expecting this. I mean, I know we saw her in the silhouette, but I expected her to be a tome, maybe? But L'Arachel as a force or a unit as a staff. Kind of predictable if you think about it, but her staff isn't too bad. The Seaside Parasol, because it's guard on foes within 5 spaces of her, and if there are any allies, or any foe allies nearby the one that got debuffed, they're also inflicted with guard so long as they're a savior. If you remember what Fallen Crom does with his reposition, that's basically the effect we have here. Also, that is my first Harden. I just remembered that. Ooh, and plus HP. Plus HP, plus attack is what I meant to say. Alright, I finally got base Harden. Let's go. Little too... Would have preferred the summer duo, but I'll take it. And then back to L'Arachel's staff, which then also gets, speaking of the devil, plus 5 to her attack and speed, and then debuffs foes' res based on the number of active bonuses and penalties on the foe during combat. No idea what any of that means. All I'm gonna assume is if they have a lot of bonuses and penalties active at the same time, that's just gonna be a lot of res debuffs, so she can hit hard. That's the best way I can explain that, even to myself, because I really have to dumb it for me. I am not a smart player in this game. Sometimes I question if I still play. And then they throw a Valentine's duo at me. And I remember, yes, that's why. Alright. And of course, last but certainly not least, duo Shamir and Catherine. Again, was not expecting them to get dual ult, especially for a summer banner. Like, it makes sense when you see it. I just wasn't expecting it, if I'm gonna be honest. But their PRF partnership bow, basically slaying effect, and then they inflict a new stats effect called Discord. I think we're now waiting for them to... what am I trying to say? I think after seeing that, we're now expecting there to be another debuff called, like, Twitter or TikTok. Really, Discord. I mean, do what you will, but okay. And then they also inflict panic on foes within 5 spaces at start of turn. And then second effect, it's basically what L'Arachel's Seaside Parasol does, the second effect. That's a +5 to all of their stats, and debuffs foes' speed and defense based on the number of bonuses and penalties active during combat on the foe. And what I'm most surprised about is the Discord effect, because it gives bonuses to the foe during combat. So they kind of thought about it. Because when you have Discord on a foe, that's a bonus, but you're also inflicting panic, which is a penalty. So they are essentially making good use of their weapon and the effect right there. Pretty smart. At least that's what I'm assuming how it works. Again, I'm not a smart player in this game. I have to dumb this down to be a lot. And finally, if any of those bonuses or penalties are active on foe, which they're going to be because they're inflicted by it, neutralizes guard effects on units and a little bit of null follow-up on Shamir, so they can actually attack twice. Simple, easy to remember. I will say, though, the real winner of this banner, even though it's on Shamir and Catherine, it has to be Brash Assault. Because out of all the B skills that really needed tier 4, I was not ever expecting Brash Assault to be given a tier 4 upgrade. Why? Because it technically sucks at tier 3. But this just made it so much better, and might actually make people want to use it. I have no idea. That's a -4 defense and res on foe if unit has 99% HP or less, or if the foe is healthy. That's just a nice little partial lull there. And then the second effect, to anyone and every one of us who has Nyx, if you remember what the weapon Ganunga got, which is what she wields, does, that's basically the second effect here. Any damage they take is then turned into damage on the retaliation. That just makes Fresh Assault so much better now. L'Arachel, hello. Yeah, I'll take the plus res. Not too bad. Yeah, in my opinion, Brash Assault 4, that is the real winner of this banner right here. Because, oh my god, that is so much better than anything it was trying to be before. Good lord. So last thing I will say, L'Arachel's weapon, again, it is a good staff. Just not sure if I would want to like fodder her off just for it. Like, it's still good, but I kind of prefer the palm staff from Summer Reese, or if I do have it, Serpentine staff from Hatari Zane, I believe is who has that. I think those two staffs are like the better options in terms of like emote staffs that you can, or inheritable staffs, I should say. But Sunlit Parasol, not too bad, if I'm being honest. I think you could find some easy ways to make that work. But regardless, that basically concludes my little unit discussion, so since I have plenty of time, let's actually answer a question, because I have not been able to do that in so long due to one thing or another. But I only have one right now. I kind of had it saved up for a while. This one comes from Chris England. First of all, thank you for asking the question. Secondly, I'm very sorry for taking so long to answer this one. A lot of things were going on when you asked this one. But they ask, you mentioned something about 4-star demotes that I very much agree with. Their kits are some of the most behind in any banner, with new heroes being the worst, as IS refused to give us a good fodder for the main pool. That any time you pull one in their 5-star form, it feels like a slap in the face. Very much agree. Because it still resets your rate. Do you think that getting a demote should reset your rate, or should it not count towards the reset regardless of the rarity? I feel like if it is the 5-star, or the demote that you get as 5-star, it'll always count as the reset no matter what. Just because, like, that's how the system works, Chris. I do see what you mean here, because, like, yeah, the 4-star demote kits are kinda bad. Like, we kinda have to look at L'Arachel here, since she's the easiest. She has, like, she may be a demote staff, but she comes with Blade Session in the A skill. In my opinion, a little outdated, because it's just best to run that on a seal and you have a better A skill. I also forget what her other skills are, but you guys kind of get the point. It's just so far behind. Like, it can still work, but it just doesn't feel worth it, especially when it comes to 5-star, because, you know, like, what are you supposed to do at that point? Like, it's still a kind of mid kit compared to the rest of the banner. That being said, I still don't think resetting the appearance rate, or making sure that, what am I trying to say here? I don't think excluding the 4-star demote from resetting the appearance rate is a good idea, just because, like, that's another layer of code that intelligent systems would have to add on in order to make sure it actually works properly and doesn't bug out the game. I think what they have is fine. My only wish for the 4-star demotes is give them some better skills. please. I kind of know where this question came from. It was on the Rearmed Ingrid banner when he was talking about Sylvain, who has... It's like Catch 3 and Attack, Defense, and Gap. And he's got like an inheritable axe or something. It's bad. But I don't think just excluding them from resetting the appearance rate is a good idea. I think what they should do is try and update the kits more. Give them more enticing skills that make you want to pull for them. I think by doing that, they're going to be a lot better units in a lot of people's eyes. Either that or just have better ideas on like how the unit should go. Example, again, Sylvain. I don't understand why he's an axe unit. It just doesn't make sense. He should have been Lance. If anything, he should have been the rearmed hero. And then you brought somebody like, I don't know, Ash along to the banner. I would have liked that a little bit more, but regardless, I don't think excluding them from the pity reset is a good idea. I think I would just prefer more, just better kits overall. I think that's a better way to handle this. And like you said, Chris, especially for new heroes, like, again, I just have to use Sylvain as the example there. His kit is so bad, you need to really, really try for the demotes. Now, unfortunately, that was the only question I was able to find, at least for now. But if anybody watching this, if any of you watching this, do want to ask a question for a future summon session, and I do promise I will try and get to it, just leave it in the comment section down below. I'll put it on the Word doc, and like I said, hopefully I'll have enough time to answer in the future. Which I think I will, because as long as I can shorten my notes that I have on the side, yes, I have notes, for like all the new units, I might be able to answer more questions in the future, which I greatly want to do. It's more just, I don't want to be sitting here in silence as this game goes on, if I'm being honest. Like, I at least want to have something to talk about, is the thing. Well, anybody so far, so let's just grab a Shez, if I'm being honest. I'd still say she's probably the best unit on this banner, barring like a duo, of course. Also, her weapon is just absolutely nuts. Right, there we go. Cavalry. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's summon session. Oh, feels so good to kind of get back into the swing of things here. I've had to miss a lot of these just because of terrible luck, or I was just in a bit of a funk, but I am so glad to be back doing this. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did summon on the banner, let me know who you got down below in the comment section. I always love seeing your results. And if you haven't summoned yet, I wish you all the luck in the world. But with that, I'm Theron, saying I'll see you next time. So until then, farewell, and game on.